What's up, guys? Welcome back to the LG Studios here in New York City. You're currently watching our coverage of the WCS America qualifier for the Premier League. We already have 5 players qualified: Alicia, Revival, Apocalypse, the SDC, and Crank. Crank qualifying a little bit earlier. Of course, that was the last match we casted. His 2-0 over Top, the Chinese player. And now we're trying to find out who the 6th guy is going to be. It's going to be either Drunkenboi, Heart, or Top. Right now, it's Heart versus Drunkenboi, fighting for the ability to play Top and come one step closer to getting that spot in the Premier League. But Heart is up 1-0. We'll have to see if he can make it 2-0.
That's right. Of course, Heart in Game 2 be looking to close it out. Drunkenboi going to be looking to tie up the score. Game number 2 is going to be on Neoplanet S. Let's jump right into it. Of course, Neoplanet S is a much smaller map. You can get to your opponent's space a little bit faster, so you might think it's going to lead to a quicker game than one on Daybreak, but that last Daybreak game was pretty darn quick.
Yeah, it was quick indeed. I mean, if you think about certain things like, okay, what if he got a Viking earlier? What if he got an Engineering Bay earlier? What if he kept the Widow Mines at home?
Yeah.
There's a lot of what ifs. The point is, Drunkenboi, do not count this guy out, man. He is Heart. Oh gosh, no pun intended. He has, okay. He's won, again, he's beaten like 20 people in the lower bracket to get to this point. So we'll have to see if he can continue with his success as far as that's concerned. But he has to win 2 in a row against a very mighty opponent. So in the top right-hand location of Neoplanet S, we have the Blue Terran player on Team FXO NA, currently number 7 on the Grandmaster ladder. Has defeated so many people to get to this point, but on the verge of elimination. He must win 2 in a row to keep his hopes alive. He is Drunkenboi. His opponent in the bottom left, representing Team Axiom, fell to the lower bracket as well pretty early on in the tournament, losing to Apocalypse in winners bracket round 3. Has since defeated Jim Rising, Who, KS Jig, Rex, Pig, Sasquatch, and Hendrilisk to get to this point. He's 1 win away from advancing on to play Top and 1 step closer from being into the Premier League. From Team Axiom, he is Heart.
You know, one thing I think played a really big role in Heart's victory is the fact that Cloak Banshees, or Banshee play in general, isn't quite as popular as it was in Wings of Liberty. So, you know, I don't feel like Drunkenboi really took...
Expected it.
Yeah, he didn't take that into account. Because if he did, surely... Like, the 2 Marines, Widowmine doesn't one-shot a Banshee. But with 2 Marines, if the Widowmine hits it, then the 2 Marines can easily finish it off. So, he actually built the right units to defend such an attack, but he wanted to push Widowmines forward. And it's not necessarily a mistake to push Widowmines forward like that.
Right.
It is a risk, though. And in that case, the risk backfired massively as Heart was launching some harass of his own.
So, Nicholas, Heart just poked up the ramp and saw barracks and left.
Yes. That's what you're normally going to do, because if you walk in, right, you're going to get stuck. Right? The Marine's about to pop out, you know, you're going to lose SCV. So, he's like, you know, I don't want to lose SCV. I know he built the barracks, and the barracks didn't go really fast add-on, so he didn't go gas first. And that's all Heart knows, that there wasn't gas first. But yeah, he totally missed this second barracks. Mm-hmm. The question is his build able to defend double Reaper play, double Rax Reaper play? And also, always when it comes down to dealing with Reapers, it's all about micro. And which player has the better control? How much damage can basically a Drunkenboi do before Heart's factory units come out? Because once a couple of factory units come out, the Reaper attack is over.
So I have some trivia for you, Nick.
Yes, sir.
The Reaper, it regenerates its health. The Marines don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a trivia.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So, of course, the goal of the Reaper is to come in there, put some damage on, but get out before he dies, and he'll regenerate their life like you said. The Marines will stay damaged. Of course, the tricky part is the Reaper can only regenerate life if he stays alive. He usually stays alive by having a great...
Oh, we lost one. Every Reaper is so important when you're doing a build like this.
It is.
It might be even shut down. Yeah, it's shut down at this point.
That's it. The harass is over.
Oh,
I mean, the game's not over. The harass is over.
No, yes. I agree with your statement.
That was just abysmal.
That's not what you want to have happen.
Yeah,
so Drunkenboi is going to be a little bit behind. Look, the supply, it's even shown there, right?
It is.
35 to 25.
Yes. And it's because Reapers take up only 2 supply, but they're expensive and take a long time to build. And normally it's okay because you deal damage to your opponent's supply via harass with the Reaper. Oh no, another... a really well-placed depot, actually. The depot caused the Reaper to glitch to jump closer to the Marines because of Patton.
Another one might die, yeah.
Yeah, this is, I mean...
Oh, he's going to die too.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I can hit units lost, but we're not going to like what we see if we're Drunkenboi fans.
Oh, man. That is not good. There is one good news for Drunkenboi.
Okay,
his expansion is faster, and the worker count should be pretty even. So
he'll have 2 command centers, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. So he'll have a stronger economy going forward if he can defend against Heart's superior tech. Because, of course, Hart got the factory to starport. Now Hart's launching the first wave of basically he's going to launch a series of harassment trying to utilize his superior tech. Here comes the first wave, Marines and Widow Mines.
2 Widow Mines and 4 Marines inside this medevac, burrowing those Widow Mines immediately. The scan going down to try to keep them from being deployed.
Oh.
Did one... Wait, hold on. Did he get a shot off before he died on the Widow
Yes.
Mine? Oh, that's what happened. I'm like, I
promised
the Widow Mine died. I promised the Widow Mine died, but he still got an explosion off.
Of course, overall, a pretty good defense of this harass.
I agree.
But the key thing here is Widow Mines are very cheap. In fact, they're the cheapest unit in the game that is invisible.
Observer.
Widow Mines are essentially cheaper because they're the inverse of the Observer price.
Never mind. You're right.
The only thing is cheaper is like if you say Burrowed Zergling or something, but a Burrowed Zergling can't do damage, so it's not a threat. Anything that is a threat while it's invisible, Widow Mine is the cheapest one. So using a scan to get rid of it is not a win for Drunkenboi by any means.
Yeah.
He still has to, don't get me wrong, but as he runs out of scans, step 2 of the harass is going to come in, and that's going to be the Cloak Banshee.
And Marines. I have some Marines here.
Marines are still not done. Those shouldn't do too much, though. Drunkenboi has a pretty good...
So, and there's no starport here, so there's no ability to get Vikings right now, which would be great.
He does finishing up Stim, though.
Yeah.
Stim's going to be a great tool to defend against Cloak Banshees. He also has 3 orbitals. That's something very important to know. So he's got plenty of scans. But like you mentioned, there is no Vikings. He's building missile turret in main. Oh, but the medevac's dropping at the top. The Banshee's heading from the bottom.
Gosh, Marines still getting a good amount of damage done to Heart. Attacking from 2 different locations, the main base with the Marines, the natural expansion with the Cloak Banshee. Also has a Widow Mine there outside of his opponent's natural. Just playing the annoy my opponent game.
Oh, and you know what's actually really crazy?
What's crazy?
The splash on a Widow Mine normally doesn't one-shot a Marine. It only kills the primary target. So you can't kill a whole cluster of Marines with 1 Widow Mine. But, oh, no, the Marines! Oh, it actually only hit the front, so it wasn't actually too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, it's still a scan and a Marine is a lot more expensive than a Widow Mine, so it's still a win for Hart. It's pretty hard to take a loss once you have a Widow Mine burrowed near your opponent's units.
Turret's trying to get made here from Drunkenboi. Gonna move those Marines to the back of his natural expansion. Winter Lion wants to get that scan off to kill the Banshee. And there it is. The Banshee will stay alive, though.
Yeah, it's too close to the edge.
And he has a lot of health still. 98 out of 140.
Of course, Hart behind this. It's not like he's trying to end the game against Drunkenboi, just trying to burn the scans, do damage economically, because behind us he's caught up in orbital commands. They're both at 3 now, and he's building his own army of bio tanks, etc.
There's a scan from Drunkenboi trying to see exactly what he has to work against. Going to turn around with the Marines, trying to take down that Banshee. He's still alive, though. 63 HP, stimming again, but that Banshee being very annoying. At the same time, we have a drop in the main base. Those Marines finally going to get cleared away. And
great defense by Drunkenboi, but he's contained. He's burned so many scans. He's lost a decent number of SCVs. He's actually minimized SV losses to a reasonable extent. I mean, all the harass, only losing 8. It's not very bad, but it's really... I think he's probably burned throughout all the Widow Mines, the Banshee, maybe 8 scans.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. I mean, this Banshee has 5 kills. It's only corporal. It's not, sergeant or anything yet.
Sure.
But it's 5 kills plus, I think, already 2 scans. And it's still not done, right? It's scouting, too. Oh, and it's making another SCV here.
Gosh, Hart's so good with his Banshee control. Of course, as I say that, the 2 Stim Marines is not going to kill it. Nice cloak and a scan. Another wasted scan. 7 HP on the Banshee.
Gets away again. It's been so effective, it deserves to go home and be repaired. Like, I don't care if that may not always be the best move, but if you have a unit that basically bleeds And is that successful for you? It puts its heart into its harass for you.
Medevac too.
You got to take care of him.
4
you know,
HP on him.
Reward your units who do well.
Heart is doing really good at make sure every single unit is optimized. You know,
Yes.
waiting until it has 1 HP before turning it home, making sure that it fulfills all of its uses. We also have 2 Marines taken out a Marine there in the middle of the map. Heart, nice map control here. He's got a Marine at the top pathway and 2 at the bottom, but now 3 are coming. First it was 1 versus 1, and then Heart sent 2, and now Drunkenboi is sending 3.
We're gonna just keep feeding Marines up
until the army's
Yes, it's gonna be just
one Marine's
increasing
like,
in number
here.
arithmetically.
Get back here. Get back here.
So the thing here, both players are now taking third bases, and they have to control their bases to win the game. Because this is the point of the game where you can't really play a strong terrorist here mid game off of 2 bases. Hart saying, okay, I know I've got a lead for my harass. I'm going to use this lead to shut down his expansion. This is what you do when you have a lead. You take an expansion and you shut down with their expansions. That's exactly what Hart's doing with this push right here.
Oh gosh, he's stimming after Drunkenboi too. There is 1 tank here from Drunkenboi. He has to be ridiculously cost efficient with that thing if he wants to win this game. Because Hart has a supply advantage, 144 to 105 in a mirror matchup.
And that's rough. At least Drunkenboi having his own tanks can try to keep Hart back, but as soon as Hart realizes that there's only 1 siege tank, he may be to push in. Oh, a nice little elevator technique there, going to get some tanks on the high ground, and of course, 2 tanks can be broken by custom Marines, but there's 3 tanks on the low ground to protect him. And even
Marines
more
coming forward, feeling bold, but they're all going to shred away to every single siege tank there from Hart. Drunkenboi realizes how important it is that he secures his 3rd.
Oh, he's going for the big break on the army, but I think Hart has so many Marines and his own siege tanks. He's fighting without the siege tanks, though. Just too many Marines for Hart. Drunkenboi's forces are being absolutely melted.
Yep, and just like that, Hart dismantling the entire army. Drunkenboi saying GG, GL. And Hart takes the 2-0, so the Axiom players that came to play, we got 2 2-0s so far today, both by Axiom players. First Crank taking on top, and now Hart taking out Drunkenboi. There is your updated bracket. Of course, now we have 1 match remaining tonight. It's going to be Hart versus Top, and the winner of this best of 3 will qualify for the Premier League of WCS America Season 1. Of course, that's going to be starting next week, 8 p.m. Eastern every single day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Are you looking forward to that, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
Good, because I am too. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to be over 2 weeks. So make sure you write in your calendars 8 p.m. Eastern, because that is when WCS America will officially begin with the Premier League Season 1. But right now, we're trying to find out which player is gonna qualify today. And I'm pretty excited. Who do you think is going to win, Hart or Top?
I have to bet on Hart. There's almost no Protoss I would bet against Hart. This guy's Terranverse Protoss is so good. And, you know, we saw his teammate take out Top, game number 1, Top looked good. But Hart's going to say, okay, my teammate took out this guy. If I don't take him out, he's going to be making fun of me at the house. And you never want to have your own teammates make fun of you. It's not a good feeling.
No, that is absolutely true. Of course, guys, stay tuned because we have a very important match coming your way. It's going to be Top versus Hart. The winner qualifies for Season 1 of the WCS America Premier League. Don't go anywhere.